9 minutes it is before 7 o'clock, and a warm welcome back. Well, it's still the early days of 2017 and many are planning to get into shape for the year ahead. Now, I'm sure all of you have noticed that the gyms will become busy until February, when many will lag behind. Now, to speak to us more about how to get in shape to stay fit and motivated for exercise, I'm joined by Biokineticist Daniel Donnelly. A very good morning to you. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, what in the world is a biokineticist and what do you do?
I get that question a lot. The primary mandate of a biokineticist is to treat injury and disease through the scientific application of exercise. So we analyze an individual who's suffering from injury or disease, and we apply scientific methods through exercise to treat that individual.
Just exercise only, no administration of medication whatsoever?
No, we're not, unfortunately, not qualified to give medicine, but exercise can be seen as a form of medicine to a lot of people. But we are focusing more on prevention rather than cure. So a lot of the medical aids are highlighting and trying to get people to get into healthy habits before the disease actually kicks in. So and they're using biokineticists to do that and to assist the individuals and the members of medical aid.
Then I think it works best at prevention stage, because I don't see a person who's down with whatever disease administrating exercise in order to get healed.
We do see a lot of people with disease, so you can make a big difference applying exercise to people who are suffering from disease and injury. However, why do we wait till something goes wrong before we actually fix it? And I think this is the message we've got to get through to everyone. When everything's going hunky-dory and we feel great, we tend to forget about our healthy habits, our eating, our exercise. What we're trying to do now is actually emphasize healthy habits before injury and disease kick in. So that's a challenge, and it takes a lot of disciplines to get that right.
Yes,
we need psychologists to get on board, because exercise is influenced by psychology in a big way. So,
just how widespread is it? Do people practice it?
Biokinetics.
Yeah.
It's picking up. It's a very new field. It is picking up. The medical aids are emphasizing it, so it is gaining a lot of traction these days. But I would say we're still in our teenage phase at the moment.
Right.
But we are growing, and in overseas and internationally, it's very well recognized.
Now, why are people losing that motivation just after January to stay fit? I know I'm one of them.
It's a good question. My personal opinion is, I think when we decide to make New Year's resolutions, we bombard ourselves with too many things to change. Change needs to occur slowly and with focus. So we need to select one or two things that we're going to change and focus on those. Not bombard ourselves with so many changes that by February we've lost that motivation. So I always tell my clients, if you're going to change your diet, for instance, don't go on this massive program where you're overwhelmed with all these changes. Say, I'm going to choose two things. I'm going to cut out, let's say, dairy, and I'm going to cut out maybe gluten or bread. And focus on it and implement that. Once you get that right, then you can start building in other changes. But I think we tend to bombard ourselves with too much in the beginning of the year.
So how does it work? Do I have to go to gym?
No, there's many forms of exercise.
Oh, really?
Thankfully not. As biokineticists, we actually give a lot of home exercise programs. So the person will come and see us, the individual will come and see us, we'll do the assessment, and we'll run through the exercise with them and give it to them at home. So you don't need a lot of equipment to do exercise.
Oh, okay.
In fact, a growing trend is body weight exercises, where you have no equipment. You can just use your gravity as a
So it's almost similar to yoga, or how different is it from yoga?
Biokinetics is more individualistic, so we focus on the individual, whereas yoga would be broad-based for the general population. So you'll give a yoga class, for example, but us as biokineticists individualize our programs a little bit more.
Okay. What are the fitness trends, briefly, for 2017?
I'm seeing technology is going to continue being emphasized. With all these Fitbits, these ways to measure our heart rate, our steps. That trend is going to continue in 2017, and I don't see it waning. And also, I think cycling. Cycling is the new golf, they say. So a lot of, I see it in the gyms as well. A lot of people are taking up cycling, outdoor cycling, and also triathlon. So those outdoor activities are going to get more and more popular.
Okay, so it is, just briefly, so it is an alternative to going to gym?
Absolutely, yeah.
You're killing business for all those gym companies.
Absolutely not. There's no excuse not to exercise.
All right,
you can do it anyway.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. That was Daniel Donnelly speaking to us about the new and latest trend of staying fit and getting into shape. It's called Biokineticist, and it's cost effective. In fact, it's free, no medication whatsoever that you have to take to administer on your body to get healed from whatever illness that is besetting you. Well, this is Morning Live. We'll take a short break now. We'll be back with more after this.